You're listening to The Locals, hosted by Sam Muscat and proudly supported by the Altona Traders Association. We are here today with Karen Ingram, the manager of the Louis Joel Arts and Community Centre, which is an amazing resource for the people in Melbourne's West, with many opportunities to upskill, volunteer, and meet like-minded people, just like myself. So, Karen, thank you for being on the show. This is a great opportunity for us to share such a fantastic site too. And for the West, I've got to say, I've not come across something like this. So, congratulations. But tell us a little bit about the Louis Joel Community Centre.
Well, you're right, Sam, and thanks for having me. It's a bit of a thrill to be on The Local. Gosh, we are really unique. We have a very unique offering for the community in Altona and Melbourne's West, Hobson's Bay, of course.
Yeah.
We're an arts and community centre. Our main purpose is to really improve people's well-being and the community connections through creativity, and how the arts has a really strong role to play in well-being and also understanding the world in which we live. But not only, wait, there's more.
There's more?
There is more. We are a community centre that focuses on sustainability, reducing isolation, having a place where people can come and feel like they are being seen and heard. We had a wonderful community garden run by a bunch of amazing volunteers. So many volunteer opportunities here, not just the garden, but for those who are working on our edible garden, our veggie garden out the back, and our fruit orchard, which is taking...
So is that at the back?
Yeah, that's...
I need to have a look at that.
You do need to have a look. And Thursday is generally harvest day, except it is now, this particular season time of the year. We've harvested a lot, and now it's time for planting and growing.
Okay.
So they tell me. I'm not very good at gardening myself, so I rely on, the wise volunteers. And some of the produce from the garden goes into our community pantry, which we have reignited after a little bit of a break, a bit of a breather, because you'll all appreciate that times are extra tough for people.
So true.
And we really wanted to provide that opportunity for not only for people to donate some pantry staples, but also opportunities for people to come in who, need a bit of a hand to make ends meet, or, even working people who can't make ends meet, just to supplement what they can afford. And so the Gather and Grow is our community pantry. And the idea is we gather food and pantry items and gather things from the food, as well as gathering people to grow a healthy community.
So this actual community centre has been here for
20 years. We had our 20th birthday last year.
And I didn't get invited.
Oh, Sam, I think
we could have done a show.
I think you might have been on a tropical island.
I think you were actually right.
So 20 years. Many will know that this is the building is the old Altona Hospital. Where we're sitting in the Louis Joel Gallery is the former maternity ward.
Oh, okay. So this was a formal maternity ward.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, there you go. And we often, I reckon every week somebody comes in and says, I was born here, or I had my babies here.
Fantastic.
Or my grandma was a nurse here. So it is, the building, the site is very close to the hearts of many locals.
So 20 years, and it served as a hospital or a maternity ward?
No, back in 1930s, the hospital was built by Dr. Louis Joel and the community, who all, pitched in with money and labour.
Yeah, because I understood that there was a lot of labour support too.
Yes, definitely. And in that regard, the hospital was where people came. There was nothing for the people in this part of Hobson's Bay.
And it was very isolated to this area.
Yeah.
I mean, you had the beach and all, but
Yeah.
very, very isolated.
It still is in a way because, Hobson's Bay is a bit like that. We're sort of a bunch of villages that are sort of separated
So
by
well
the
put.
creek or the beach or the river or the
Or the lake.
Or the lake. The lake, I meant. We don't have a
Yeah.
river. We have a lake and a creek and a beach and wetlands.
Yes, and
as
you had a
well.
lot of wetlands.
We had a lot of wetlands, but also growing up, like for people who generations like worked in heavy industry in the area, really grew up in the shadow of the.
You would have had a lot of, there was a lot of migrants that, when it was, I think it was Mobil when it first started, or was
Yes.
it No, I think it was Mobil.
Mobil.
Anyway,
Mobil.
but when the refinery was there and there was a lot of other industries around Newport and all that, used to come down this area too.
Yeah.
What I love about this centre is you said something before about the well-being and how it gives well-being and it gives purpose to people because they can come from all walks of life,
Yes.
come here, get some education, get
Yes.
some school, volunteer, do the gardening and all of that.
Yep.
But it gives them that community involvement and they become part of the unit, don't they?
Exactly. And our volunteers are really the backbone of our organisation. So for people who've heard of a neighbourhood house or a community centre, that is what we are. We're a neighbourhood house. We get a little bit of funding from the Department of Family Fairness and Housing, so state government, as well as from Hobson's Bay Council. They give us some money as a neighbourhood house. But the cooperative that run this centre, they are volunteers. So the board members are volunteers who are really committed.
And they would all be local people, wouldn't they?
Yeah, not all.
No,
but
not all?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's interesting. Some people, who really are committed to the arts and so, they want to be involved. Other people have skills in which we need, like finance, management, and governance management. So, but we do have, quite a few of our board members are local, but not all of them.
That's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And sometimes it's good to have that mix because if you've got someone from outside of the local
Exactly.
area,
Yeah.
they bring their own skill set, don't they?
Yeah, and they look at us with fresh eyes
Yes.
as well. There's a lot to be said for people who know the place, who've been involved as volunteers or just coming to exhibitions in the past, but also to have somebody from the other side of town going, wow, look at this. This is amazing. There is nothing like this anywhere else. So,
And that's the unique thing about this because you go back to the 1930s. This was, it was an isolated area, Altona. It was based as an industry base.
Yeah.
And when you think of where it came from, its humble beginnings, what it offered then to the community and what it still offers today to the community. Because you just came out of a meeting before.
Yes,
I was going to ask you, what was that meeting about?
That meeting was about my monthly report to the board.
Okay, so that was the board meeting.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it was with...
Because I just saw some community people walking in and I didn't realise it was your board meeting.
Yeah, so it wasn't a board meeting. It was just, I was meeting with our treasurer who, we've got some new board members. So we're talking about, what is the information that the board members want.
So you've got a role and there's a huge responsibility with that. So, and I've got to say, I congratulate you, Karen, because I know how devoted you are to this work, but I really know that you're really devoted to giving back to the community. So what are some of the programs that come here besides the gardening?
Yes.
And that. So what are some of the other programs?
Well, we're lucky that we have Hobson's Bay Arts Society as a cultural partner. They've been here as long as we have, in probably longer. They run art classes here every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday mornings, and they have 3 exhibitions here in the throughout the year. But the other programs that we have is wonderful Fridays by the Bay, and that is a council-funded program, and that's for people between the ages of 18 and 65 who are not, they're not on NDIS or they're not, they don't receive any other type of support, who just, for whatever reason find themselves a bit, out of whack with the day-to-day and just who really want to connect with others. So that's a fortnightly program. run by Amanda, who is also an artist and community development worker. So
That sounds pretty
that
tough.
is very good. So if anyone knows anybody, and I think, like the hairdressers, or they think about the people who get to talk to people every day, like those hairdressers,
Yes.
like a chat, right?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. We did one last week
yeah.
with a hairdresser, and
Yeah.
it is amazing. Even some of the stories that
Oh,
they have to listen to.
They sure do.
And yet they've got to be very articulate about the football too.
Yep. Fake it till you make it, right?
That's
So that's
it. You've got
what
it.
it's
You've got it.
So apart from Fridays by the Bay, Drama Works has their home here. So we see a lot of beautiful young people come through for their drama classes. And we have a ceramic studio as well. So it's the only ceramic studio within Cooee of
I was going to say,
Altona.
yeah.
We've got a
Interesting.
kiln. So Mobile funded the purchase of a kiln, and we've got a couple of wonderful tutors in pottery, like wheel throwing, hand gilding, sculpture, and mosaics. So we're also working with council to activate the other part of our building with artist studios, and we've got some other tenants that also help fund our activities here. So we're a not-for-profit registered charity. We do rely on income from grants, but also our tenants and our venue hire. So I reckon, like, a big secret that I'm about to tell you, right? And
Promise
tell
we
everyone.
won't tell
This,
anybody or any person, but we may tell many.
hopefully many. This is a venue for hire. So if anyone was having a wedding, or we've done some weddings here. Yeah, imagine a wedding in a gallery, in an art gallery, where you can have your photos in the Logan Reserve across the road, or the beach, the pier, and then we've got a reception like hall at, just off the gallery. Anyway, just planting that little seed for people, or other family celebrations.
But it could even be some of the businesses if they wanted to have a local conference or whatever.
Yes, conferences, or if you've got team building that you wanted to have run, we could, set up the boardroom. We could have catering. We could have, hand building with clay, or a mosaic class. And that would be
so. There's a lot of potential.
Lots
for
of
those sorts of people to use this centre.
And I think that's the big secret that nobody's sort of, it's now no longer a secret. You heard it here first.
I thought it was still a secret.
No, we're cracking that egg open.
Absolutely.
And I encourage anybody who knows of anybody that wants to come along.
Well, there's a great opportunity, folks. If they can get in contact with you.
Absolutely. And we'd also welcome any sponsor who would like to sponsor either exhibitions for artists or groups of people who can't afford exhibition costs, or as well for marginalised people who want to do classes in clay, pottery, sculpture.
I might even have an opportunity for you with a great artist called George Petro for the art of sacrifice and the art of humanity.
Oh.
And it might be a great opportunity. We'll explore that.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's have a chat.
You've given me an idea.
Okay, because it would be remiss of me to not mention bi-monthly Death Cafe.
Oh, and I've been to one of those.
Yes,
been really engaging. And what's good about that is that it actually brings in the community.
It really does. And they're mostly the people that come to a death cafe are people who, I call them death curious.
I was a bit worried the first time I came because I was waiting for the hearse house. But I thought no one leaves.
Yes. Well, funnily enough, people think if they come to a death cafe that they are going to die.
Yes, rather
But
scary.
guess what?
I'm here to tell the story.
Guess what? We're all going to die, Sam.
Yes.
Right? And actually, the Death Cafe is a movement that started in the UK, and it really does add.
It didn't start in the UK.
Yeah. I didn't start it. I can't.
I actually thought you were the creator.
No. I've hitched my wagon to the global movement of to improve our deaf literacy and to talk about it's a very big topic.
It is a big topic.
And I'm hoping one day to hold an exhibition here on death and dying, and think about all of the art forms that have expressed, whether it's grief or sorrow, bereavement, but, celebrating
Very
life.
powerful.
and, from poetry to paintings and music and everything in between. I think we've got a lot more we can engage with the topic and also bring people together.
And that's the beauty of what this centre is all about, because it doesn't stop. It keeps on creating. Keeps on creating and keeps on growing, which is really important for the community.
Absolutely. We're really open to engage with people who have new ideas, or to other organisations that want to, run events or a program tailored to a specific group of people. We'd love that.
So like that, if they wanted just to get in contact, and if they had a concept, an idea, they could just contact the centre itself.
They can call 93982511 or email admin@ljac.com.au.
And we will have those details on the screen at the end of this show.
Excellent. And check out our website, our socials. We also have a membership drive going at the moment. So become a member. I should have held up our tote bag, but anyway, we've got the tote bag that comes with every membership.
Well, what does it cost to be a member?
Well, $25 concession, $50 for a waged person, $15 for young people, and there's a family rate and a business rate of only $250. So you can get that information on our website as well.
No, that's really important. And again, this centre is not just about it being a centre. It's a community centre that involves the community.
Correct.
And that could be anybody from small business to whatever.
Absolutely. And we are about to launch our winter program.
Excellent.
So we do seasonal programming. We're coming to the end of autumn, although it's felt a bit like spring and winter and autumn all at once. But that's Melbourne. And anyway, we're heading into the winter months, and we've got a jam-packed program.
Well, what are some of the programs?
Some of the things that are happening. Oh, my gosh, you put me on the spot.
Well, that was the whole idea.
I know, right? I'm on the spot.
Okay.
You put me on the spot.
So at least give us a couple of the programs.
I'm hoping that we'll be able to do the winter solstice lantern workshop and walk onto the pier.
Yeah.
Altona Traders.
That's always been a big hit.
Yeah, Altona Traders have really helped us out in bringing that together and bringing families of all ages together to make a lantern or to meet us out the front. And you watch our website for details on that. We have some beautiful, it's called the Winter Wellness Toolbox. So you can come along on a Thursday morning to create your, for people who go, oh no, it's winter, oh no. Whereas I love winter, but apparently people, find winter months hard. And so we've got a Winter Wellness Toolbox workshop happening. We had more gather and grow events happening for the community pantry. I'm going to forget something. I know I'm forgetting a lot of things because I was going through this
But you know what? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
If they want to know what's going on here,
come to our website or pop in.
Yeah, I was just going to say, actually pop into the site, have a look around, get a good feel for the site too.
Correct.
Because it might inspire you to have one of your meetings or one of your whatever.
Yes.
And that's really important.
Oh, I forgot.
You forgot.
I forgot to say. I forgot to remember. Where our gallery shop is on the move, and so during winter we'll be setting up what I call a proper shop that's a bit more than glass cabinets that used to be in the foyer. We've got a little location set aside for that, where people may remember Melbourne Pathology were in that little part of the building.
Where is that
Queen
Street? Queen Street.
Yeah, so we're all part of the same building, and I encourage people to come in and check out our exhibitions because they change over every 3 to 4 weeks. So please come, please buy art, support our local creatives, give what you can to the community pantry, become a member of this incredible organisation, and welcome.
Yeah, look, and it's cost effective really for the membership.
Yeah,
if this is a community base, which it is, the community should really get behind it and support it. They do, but they could just become members. That helps you with funding. It helps you with everything else. So if they want to put a donation in.
Donations, go to a website. It's tax deductible.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, so you can find all that info out on our website, and we encourage any feedback or ideas of how we could do what we do better.
Karen, I can't thank you enough for being on the local, on the show,
Thank you,
for your
Sam.
contribution, for your dedication,
Yes.
and for making this a real community hub.
Oh,
you know?
thank you. And I want to applaud you, Sam, because you come in and have these great conversations with locals, hence the local, and you're a local, and it's just so great having a
I
chat.
think it's important. I think it's just really important to be able to share with the community,
Yeah.
and to make the community aware,
Yeah.
because they do think sometimes that, small businesses, oh, that's a small business,
Yeah,
they're not
yeah.
going to engage, which is so wrong.
No.
And that's what the Altona Traders Association
Correct.
do so well.
They do.
They bring in the local people.
Yeah.
And the community.
We can't do it on our own. We need each other to thrive.
And thanks heaps again. If you would like to get in contact with us, this is the hard bit. You can contact our producer, our editor, our filmmaker, Scarlett Rose. Just make sure she's smiling when you do that, and don't give her a hard time. And the email that you can write to Scarlett Rose is right now showing on the screen. And we hope you've enjoyed this episode of The Local, coming to you directly from a local location here in Altona, with great people like Karen, great people like we've been meeting over the last few weeks.
And Sam.
So thank you so much, and look forward to you being a part of our next episode.